we're going to tackle the 8 dynamics of Scientology. So the second dynamic is creativity.
Yeah, that definition came later. I don't know that that's even a Hubbard definition, actually.
Well, that's in the Scientology website that I'm looking at right now.
I know. And it's very possible that that is not a Hubbard definition. I remember exactly precisely when that definition came out and where it came from. And I don't know that it was Hubbard. Point being that the second dynamic is classically and always thought of as sex and family and the rearing of children. It's a 3-part thing that is the second dynamic. Okay, so you have everything basically connected with a family, your parents, your extended family. That's second dynamic.
Which is kind of contradictory.
Contradictory in what way?
Yes. So because you're not, how it used to be, I don't know if it's apparently it's changed now. You weren't allowed to have kids, or you're not allowed to have kids anymore in the Sea Org.
Oh yeah, no. The fact that you're not allowed to have children doesn't contradict the fact that the second dynamic exists for you.
Okay.
It's still there. It's always there. Let me clarify something about this dynamic. Sure. It's not just a static sort of the conditions of your life. The dynamics are an urge that is within you to survive along these various categories or paths. It's how you are. It's the impulses or drives that make you who you are. That's what the dynamics are. So it's a thrust, or it's a force, it's a drive, it's an impulse that you have. So you're going to have the impulse while you're in a body to have sex and to make kids, because that's a body impulse. The bodies want that, right? And remember that in Scientology, it's dualism. The body and the mind and the spirit, they're different things. So the body has its own impulses, but this is spiritually speaking too. You as a thetan, you as a spirit, have this drive or this impulse to have a family, have siblings, have parents, right? Have sex so as to create more bodies to occupy in future generations. If you don't have the mechanism of sex, you don't have more bodies. So, you're not going to have any more bodies to occupy in future lives. So this is a compulsion that people have, according to Hubbard. Again, this is all according to Hubbard. I don't subscribe to any of this crap. I don't think this is actually true, but this is how Hubbard categorizes life, right? So what the Sea Org guys do is they acknowledge that they have this impulse to have kids, and then they say, but I'm going to sublimate that into the creativity of my job and my post. And in fact, I believe that's why that definition was created, was to give Sea Org members an out so that they wouldn't see that there was a contradiction in the rules of no kids and Hubbard saying, you have a family, have kids, have a life, right?
Okay, I see.
You're not entirely off base that these two things do kind of clash a little bit. Yeah. But if we reconcile it by saying, oh, no, it's not sex. Hubbard said it was sex, but no, it's really just creativity, see? that mixes things up and makes it a little bit more confusing. So
if they were talking about family, a family unit,
Mm-hmm.
why are they breaking up families with disconnection?
Well, that's exactly the reason why Scientologists themselves can see that it's a destructive activity, because it's not okay to be breaking up families and stuff, right? But on the
Yes.
other hand, from the Scientologist point of view, and this is only reason why I bring this up, just to understand where they're coming from, so that you can kind of deal with them more easily. I'm not saying this stuff is apologetics, right? I'm not trying to justify their positions or their thinking, but I am trying to offer an understanding of their positions so that we can deal with them more effectively. And so when I say from their point of view, they're not breaking up families. They're getting rid of toxic elements in the family that are hurting things and that are impeding the survival of the family unit, right?
Okay.
Because you can have because that's what a suppressive person and the whole breakup and all of that they do, the shunning and the disconnection, that's all predicated, that's all based on this idea that there's a toxic personality there. The suppressive person is a bad guy.
Yes.
Right? And if that were true, then it would be a correct thing to do to break up the family. Because if you got some malignant narcissist terrorizing his wife and kids or something, that's not good. That's not a good family unit. That's a messed up second dynamic.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And the kids are going to have a messed up second dynamic, and the wife is going to have a messed up second dynamic, and they're not happy, right? And so Scientology goes, well, get this toxic element out of your life. And yeah, it busts up your second dynamic for now, but you can go create another one without the malignant narcissist, SP, horrible person, right? That's how they see it.
Yes.
So, of how we rationalize this crap, right? But at the end of the day, the toxic personalities that Scientology labels as toxic aren't that. They're just simply anti-Scientology. And in the mind of a Scientologist, if you're anti-Scientology, you are a toxic personality. So you need to be gotten rid of.